Well, hello YouTube. I finally am recording again, and I have not been on here in a while. And I really want to first of all apologize for this grainy picture that may come across because I'm on my laptop versus my phone, because my phone does not have enough data to actually hold a video. So I'm having to do this on my laptop. And I also don't know how much time is going to go by because I'm trying not to look at the time. So I don't have a timer. So this may be a long video, but if it is, I apologize. So I wanted to get back up here because it's been about 2 weeks since I've actually done a video, and I wanted to let you all know what's been going on. So I think I tried to make a video when I went to the doctor. I want to say last week. I want to say that's when I went. That was my post-op follow-up. Yeah, this is my post-op follow-up. And I went in there legitimately and honestly. I went in there excited and gung-ho and like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to love this. And he's going to tell us to go ahead and get to doing what we need to do and baby dancing and sexing and all that stuff so that we can go ahead and make this child. And so I went in there with a preconception that that's what was going to happen. And I was excited that my husband went with me. And when I got in there and listened to him talk, I was not impressed. I left out of there more discouraged than I was when I walked in. Actually, I wasn't discouraged when I walked in, so I left out discouraged. And I'll tell you why. Number one, I think I mentioned in one of my post-op follow-up videos that when they tried to run the dye through my tubes, although they said they were open, so when they tried to run the dye through, my fallopian tubes spazzed out, so the dye would not go all the way through. And I think I explained last time that he said that it could be due to the Charlie horse effect. You know how you get a Charlie horse in your leg, and eventually it works itself out and you're fine. And that's what he's assuming is going to happen with my tubes. And I even talked to a nurse. I talked to his nurse a couple of days ago to kind of get a little bit more reassurance, and she pretty much said the same thing. So I'm not worried about that, although I have been taking my supplements, my same supplements, to make sure that when you have invasive surgery or any kind of surgery like that where you have to be cut open, scar tissue eventually starts to form, and I didn't want to run that chance. I've gotten cut open, my tubes are open, and I don't want to end up not being able to conceive because now I'm suffering from scar tissue. So I've been taking everything that I was taking before. And so, but the whole Charlie horse issue. So he's going to do another HSG or saline one this time around September, like the end of September somewhere, to make sure that everything is fine. And I'm going to make sure that everything is fine. So this is what he tells me. He says, he wants to start me on Clomid on my next cycle, which my next cycle is supposed to start. I'm actually recording this on August the 5th. And so my cycle is supposed to start August the 12th. So I'm assuming next Thursday. And so I'm supposed to start Clomid 5 days after I start that. And he also wants me to track my ovulation. Got to go into the office to get progesterone level checks and all that. That was the first thing. Because I'm still thinking when I go back, he's going to tell me, okay, y'all can go ahead and start doing what y'all need to do and go ahead and conceive. So he would go to Clomid for 2 months, August and September, 2 months, just checking to see if I'm ovulating all right. And then he's going to check my tubes after that. Then he says, and mind you now, when I went to the doctor, I was already in the middle of an ovulation window. So we had been, we had already been cleared to be able to have sex. So I was, we trying. He says, well, I'm really afraid that if you get pregnant right now because you just had surgery 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago, that you're going to have an ectopic pregnancy because your fallopian tubes are probably swollen and traumatized. So I'm like, okay, so number one, we've already been doing it. So if I have conceived, you mean to tell me I may have an ectopic? Well, it's not nothing that I didn't know. But when he said that, it just re-alarmed me that, okay, this is a possibility. So we immediately put the kibosh on the whole trying thing in my mind. So that was the other thing. Then we start talking about my husband, and I think I mentioned last time, his count has to come up. Him still taking that, and he wants to give him another couple months. And then he goes, well, because of your age, and if no one knows how old I am at this point, I am 43. He says, because of your age, I don't want us to keep waiting around to see what's going to happen month after month. We want to get you pregnant as soon as possible to make this happen. So he's thinking we're going to do insemination in October, and it's like the wind just left my sail, and I can't really describe how I felt. I think when I went in there, nothing that he said was what I thought he was going to say. And so all the stuff that he's saying, just one thing after the next, it just took me out. I left and I felt like crap. And I probably should not have. I'm going to tell you why. I had blocked fallopian tubes for 20 years. They're finally open, but I'm grateful for that. But now that they're open, I feel like I'm still going through hurdle after hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And it was frustrating, and I just felt like I got slapped in the face all over again. So it took me a couple of days. I'm not going to lie. It took me a couple of days to get it together and really assess the situation, because what he did not say was you all can't get pregnant. What he did not say was we just need to call it quits now because nothing's going to happen. He gave me a systematic and overall idea of how he wants to do things. And I had to look at it from his standpoint. He's a doctor. I may want to get pregnant right now and I may think everything's okay right now, but ultimately, if I want success, I'm going to have to take his advice. I went to him for a reason, so I can't just try to act like, well, now he's talking nonsense. Ultimately, I believe whatever God wants for my life is going to happen. But I also have to use common sense and follow the doctor's instructions. So having said that, I am now cycle day, I want to say 19 or 20. 20. I'm cycle day 20. Yeah, I'm cycle day 20 or 21. One of these, 20 or 21. Anyway, now I'm wondering, could I possibly be pregnant? Because like I said, we were trying up until during that week. So that window was open to be able to conceive. So I don't know. Do I feel any different? No. I feel no different than I've ever felt. So I can't really sit back and say that there's anything that makes me feel like I could be, other than the fact that we were trying that week. So I bought a couple of little cheap pregnancy tests. Yes, I did. I bought a couple of pregnancy tests just because there's that possibility. And I'm so glad there's that possibility. I don't even know how to feel about the fact that that is a possibility in my life right now. But I bought a couple. So next Friday is when I'm supposed to get my cycle. If it's not here next Friday, I will test and see what happens. If it does come, then I'll know 5 days after that I will be, starting Clomid and checking for ovulation days, getting progesterone levels checked and all that. And the truth of the matter is I could get pregnant that cycle. I don't know, but I'm going to try. He wants to do insemination in October. Ain't nothing saying that I can't get pregnant in August or September. So we're gonna go with his plan until I know that I need to. Now, if I need to get insemination, if we get all the way to October and I'm still not pregnant, let's go ahead with the insemination. Fine. But I'm going to be trying in August and I'm going to be trying in September. So we'll see. The things that are happening. Like I said, I'm still taking my herbs. I've started taking ubiquinol. It's supposed to be for egg quality, so I'm taking that. Still taking my Radiant Wonder stuff to keep my tubes open and to, hopefully try to reduce whatever swelling may have happened. Those of you that don't know, I suffered an injury a while back. I suffered an ankle injury. I actually tore my Achilles, and I had to wear a boot for 2 months. And it was supposed to be 3, but he had mercy on me. And day before yesterday, allowed me to be able to wean myself. So I'm weaning myself, but I'm very cautious. I'm still very timid and afraid because it does still hurt. I don't know if it's still ripped, but he did say that's one of those injuries that it's not going to be an overnight fix. It could take a few years to not feel pain. I may feel pain for the rest of my life just because of where the injury was. So I'm trying now to look into losing some weight because I've gained 30 pounds in a year. Insane. So I'm trying to lose some weight. So in this whole conception and trying to conceive time, I'm going to try to lose a little bit of weight, and maybe I'll add that to my journey on YouTube, and I'll kind of let you all know what I'm doing, and maybe you all can help me just motivate and give me some good healthy recipes, and I'll share some of mine too. So I'll add that to this video segment. I've been doing a lot of smoothies. I've been doing a lot more fruit and vegetables. I just need to exercise. I need to move. And it's hard when you have the kind of injury I have because I really can't do anything that's going to activate that muscle. But I'm going to have to find some ways because mama got to lose some weight because I don't want to be the weight I am. And I think I said this probably my first video. I don't want to be the weight I am and then turn around and get pregnant and gain 30 more pounds. I don't want it for me. I can't say nothing about what nobody else wants, and everybody else has the right to do what they want to do. I know what I don't want to do. So starting Monday, I'm going to try to figure out how I can incorporate some exercise. And I keep saying that I'm going to show you all some stuff that I've bought as like faith purchases, and I have yet to do it. So my next video, which will be next week, or it might even be tomorrow, I don't know. But I will do that. I will make sure that I incorporate my purchases and also my exercise. So I'm going to get off now because my laptop has showed me I only have 10% more battery. I don't want to get cut off because I don't want to have to do this over. Yeah. So I will talk to you lovelies next week. Like this video, share this video if you'd like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I will talk to you lovelies later. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.